New York City removes last public payphone. The city's last payphone was located in Times Square. Kind of an end of an era. I remember back in the day having a pager, and you would get a call, like you'd be out. I remember out shopping at Best Buy and getting a page from my girlfriend and having to have change on hand and finding a payphone and then calling the number on my pager. Crazy times. Pre-cell phones. I mean, cell phones were around, but nobody really could afford them yet. So the pager life was the thing, and payphones in general, kind of a crazy thing. I also remember going as a kid. There was an airport near my house, like a small airport, and my friend and I, we would walk through the desert to the airport because they had some vending machines. We'd put our change in, and we'd get some candy and stuff out of the vending machines. And then around like the early puberty times, where you're finding porn in the forests and things like that, we would go to the payphone outside of this airport, and we would dial the sex line numbers, and we could just to listen to the menu because we couldn't afford to actually pay for the sex things, to do the 976. I forget what the sex line number. That was a big thing. But we would go, which is so weird. Like you have these like 13-year-old kids at a payphone outside of an airport calling sex line numbers to listen to, like getting all horny listening to the menu screen. But yeah, kind of crazy that payphones are still around. I mean, I guess, like, what do they replace payphone? They must, like, do they have, like, Wi-Fi spots and stuff like that? I mean, everybody has a cell phone. Does everybody have a cell phone? I guess you can. You can get a cheap cell phone. But yeah, end of an era, kind of crazy. 2022. It's always weird seeing a payphone out in the world. I can't remember the last. Like, pretty much all you see are the areas where payphones used to be. You can kind of see, like, like there's a blank spot on a wall where one was mounted or something like that. And, yeah, kind of crazy. RIP payphones, at least in New York. I wonder how many payphones there are in the United States. Probably not a lot. But, and probably, like, in the small, like, rural towns, maybe. Even, like, the payphone, like, with the phone booth was a weird thing. And that was a phone booth that was outside. I don't think it had a door on it, though. The phone booth outside of the airport. I don't think it did. And it may not have been a booth. Maybe it's a long time ago. But anyway, RIP payphones. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on YouTube and everywhere our podcasts are found. Binge the full week over at inspireddisorder.com/plus. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com. And follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!
Today is the day where you wake up and you realize that everything that you've been dreaming about, everything that you've been wanting, every goal and wish and hope that you've ever had can become real. Dreams can come true. What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.